What's up, YouTube? This is Dave's Head Enough 187. This is another video to do with something I feel you should be aware of when buying the PlayStation 5 and the whole 120 hertz feature with monitors. Basically, being aware of when you're buying a monitor for the PlayStation 5, meant to say, and the whole 120 hertz feature. And a clusterfuck of a situation that turned out pretty damn good for Dave in the long run. And another video from Dave. And yeah, pretty much, I want to thank everybody before I start this video. It's been on this channel. It stuck with me, even through the hiatus I took. Man, some of you guys have been around since I started this shit. I'm really appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to Surf One Rob, Icy Rhythms, Blacktooth Grin, Wolflow, Legit Gamer, Exotic Vexed, Stiff Kun, Endless Sithwave, TS Nintendo Gamer, RXL209, Floyd Mayweather, Callie, Low Tier Janie, and Frozen Magma. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. It's cool to see you guys stick around that long. Sorry I haven't had like the most content in a while, but it is what it is. I did a lot of videos on this channel. Spent a lot of time making videos. I'm the type of person that I don't edit much, so when I shoot a video, I may have to do it 15 fucking times because just to get the video right, because I don't do editing, so it's like a one-shot thing. Kind of like what's been going on with this fucking video. But yeah, basically what you want to be aware of, because you don't want this to happen, because it happened to me. If you may not have already noticed already, this is not the same monitor that I had before. This is a 27-inch monitor, which I had the Nitro 24-inch Acer. This is the GN850 27-inch Ultra Gear LG monitor, 144 hertz. Very nice monitor. Both are excellent monitors. I almost kept the last monitor, but I had to actually exchange it for this one. Well, I actually exchanged it for this one over here. Yeah, too, you might see another monitor. We'll get to all that. But this was the GN600 27 Ultra Gear, which then I exchanged this one for this one, the original one I wanted. And I always have to tell you this, if you're going to spend the money and you want something and you're thinking about it, you're like, I'll get the cheaper one, go with the one you want. Save the money, get the right one. It's well worth it in the long run, because you're always going to have that little thing in the back of your head, like me and Poppy were talking about, that's going to tell you, hey, you could have had that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always say like, oh, you know, go buy the most expensive thing. But if it's something that close, save the fucking money, get the right one, get the one you want. Because you're always going to kind of regret it in the long run, you know. And I was lucky and fortunate that I was able to have both of them. I'll get to that. Hold on. All right, so what happened with... Let's start off with the whole 1080p 120 hertz feature and monitors not all working with the PS5. Right now, there is a situation with the PS5 that a lot of people are not aware of. There are videos on YouTube about it, but you're like me, myself, if I was not aware of it, and I'm pretty sure there was others still not aware of it, that not all monitors for some reason are working with the 120 hertz 1080p feature. Like, it does it with a handful of games, like Cold War, Fortnite, Rainbow Six. I think Rocket League does it, too. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But, man, Fortnite looks beautiful with the 120 hertz, and it runs fucking smooth. I don't even like Fortnite like that. My barber was giving me hell. I was telling him how cool Fortnite looked with it. And he's like, oh, God, you're playing with all them fucking squeaky kids. Actually, to be honest with you, all the squeaky kids are on that game, Rainbow Six. That's a blast, too, in 160 frames. I mean, 120 frames. But let's get to this. So, basically, what you want to do before you buy a monitor, you want to go to a website, I believe it's like called Ratings, or go to Tom's Hardware. A lot of them will tell you the monitors that have been tested and work with the 120 hertz feature for the PlayStation 5 with the 1080p. What's kind of fucked up on this whole thing, and I have to commend Microsoft on this, Microsoft actually, it don't matter what monitor it is, as long as it's capable of doing 120 hertz or more, it will work. Sony, on the other hand, the only thing I can come up with from the research I did, and me and Poppy were bullshitting, and I have to agree with him, I believe it's Sony wants you to buy their fucking TVs. That's all I could think. They're trying to get you to buy their TVs. And another weird thing, I think LG's got to deal with fucking Sony because most of the monitors that work with the 120 hertz feature with the 1080p is LG's monitors and a lot of BenQs, but more LG's than anything. It's probably an update Sony's going to have to fix, but it's just something's just fucking fishy with the whole thing. Because it's like, why would it work for Microsoft and not for Sony? Same thing with the whole 1440p not working on the PlayStation 5, but it works on the Xbox Series X and S. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. And what's cool about this monitor, what I like about this monitor, it actually upscales it back to, I believe, 1440p. Don't quote me on that. I'll just tell you, the picture looks beautiful. It has some, like, nanotechnology in it. It's a QLED. Very nice monitor. I love it. But I did like the Nitro, too. If you have an Xbox, get that Nitro. That Nitro's badass. See, the problem why I went with the 27-inch and ended up with this one, originally I wanted this one, but the reason I got rid of the GN600 was because at 27 inches, another thing I didn't know, I'm not, like, you know, computer savvy, like, you know, when it comes to the gaming world, which I'm getting better with it now. I didn't know 27 inches, like, is more, like, pixelated. You know, like, the 24-inch monitors, it don't matter if you have 1080p. It looks nice. But once you start getting more, you know, up there in size, it's going to be more pixelated. So that's when you want to go to, like, 1440p. But I have to say, this monitor right here is a very good monitor. I just didn't care for the HDR on it, and I didn't care for the stand. And it was a little pixelated. This one is not pixelated. This is a beautiful monitor. The only thing at the time was that monitor was $450. And it's funny, when I bought this monitor, this was $320 and this one was $450. And this motherfucker went on sale the day after, the one I originally wanted. Because I watch a content creator named by I'm a Boxer. And I talk in his Discord. Really good dude. Great UFC channel for UFC 4. Check him out. He was telling me get this monitor, it's the one he has, and he wasn't wrong. That bitch is bad. The stand is nice on it too. It's like a night and day difference. For $100 more, you're getting so much more. This stand is, well, you know, this is a fucking stand right here. You look at the stand in the other one, the 600, it's like a fucking twig holding the motherfucker. I mean, it's like night and day difference. The HDR on this is wonderful. The HDR on this, shut that motherfucker off. Just run it without HDR. Still a great monitor, but, you know, run it without the HDR. Not all HDR is really good on monitors, and I'm learning that too. The HDR on the Nitro wasn't bad, but this monitor, it's nice. But okay, so we got that out of the way. Now I'm going to bring you to the story of my clusterfuck situation at Best Buy that turned out good in the long run. And you might be wondering, why did it turn out so good? Because I ended up with 2 monitors, one for free. I actually got this one for free. And I'll get to that. Man, I don't know. They got some dumb fucks up at my Best Buy. I don't know what they got going on there. I remember the Best Buy over close to my house before they moved it to where I went. The news store. The news store's got complete fucking jackasses out there. And you know, I'm a very nice person. Like, I work customer service. I understand how it is. But when I'm about to tell you the story of all the shit they done, you'd be like, wow. Wow. So let's start it off. Okay, so I returned the Nitro. I learned that the monitor did not do the 1080p 120, all right? So basically what happened was when I returned the monitor and I exchanged it for this one right here, they didn't ask me for my address. Because when I went to the car and I was like, where the fuck are they sending this motherfucker? I thought about it because that day I had a lot going on. I had a conference call I was waiting on and some other shit I was doing. So I was kind of trying to exchange the monitor to get this one in the midst of all that. So when I went into Best Buy and got this monitor and went out to my car waiting on a conference call, I was sitting in the car and I thought about it. I was like, where are they sending that monitor? Come to find out, they sent it to one of my old addresses. And on top of it all, they didn't even put it on an apartment number. They sent it to the complex. I learned that later on. So basically, I was telling the guys, like, hey, I was like, where are you guys sending this by any chance? And he's like, oh, you told me the address. I said, that's not the address I want it to. I wanted to go to. I said, you didn't even ask me. I said, and I didn't make a big fuss about it at this point. I wasn't really making a big fuss like I sound right now. I was like, well, I said, man, you know, that's not the right address. He's like, well, we can't change it because it's in the gray. I said, so what do I got to do? He's like, well, you got to call Best Buy. I was like, call Best Buy? I was like, I'm in Best Buy. I bought it from you guys. So I had to call Best Buy. Long story short, the first two people I got sounded like they didn't even want to deal with the situation. And basically, they hung up on me. Yeah, they hung up on me. The first time I thought it was just like it was a disconnect. The second time confirmed. Yeah, they hung up. They didn't want to deal with it. The third guy I got, he was nice as hell. He was like, oh yeah, man, no problem. It's fixed. You could actually understand him. I was blown away. I was like, this guy speaks English? Holy shit. I was like, so he was good, you know, and he was, no, he wasn't good. Take that back. He was full of shit because he told me everything was fine. And then I come to find out when I first went to the desk, when we found out the address was wrong, they didn't even do my warranty right. Because the guy's more focused on the warranty, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, you didn't do my warranty, but you charged me for a warranty? Good thing I came back in, let alone find out you're sending it to the wrong address, let alone you're sending it to the complex without even an apartment number, so I can't even intercept the package. It's just going to go in limbo. So basically, he fixed the warranty, supposedly, and then I'm on the phone with the third guy, and he basically tells me everything's all right. Then they send me over to the warranty department. They tell me everything's all right. So the next day at work, I get a message that basically says that they could not intercept the package. Basically, the guy was full of shit and lied. So I was like, wow. So I called Best Buy up, and I said, well, what's going on? And they said, well, we couldn't intercept the package. I said, well, wait a second. You guys told me you could. No, we never, you know, I don't see how they said they could because they didn't, you know? I was like, so you said it was all right to get off the damn phone. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have sent me to, like, you know, a manager or somebody could have done something. So I kind of just sat with it like that for a day, and I talked to my boss, actually, about it, and she's a computer gamer and stuff, and she says, I wouldn't take that shit, spending that type of money, and, you know, you gotta wait till it, basically what they told me, I gotta wait till it goes into limbo or lost before they could send another one. So I called up the next day after that. It's like, no. I was like, sorry. I said, I do customer service. I gave you guys, like, you know, that much that I understand shit happens. But you guys lied to me twice, screwed up my warranty, then tell me, no, yeah, hung up on me twice, lied to me, screwed up my warranty, charged me for a warranty I didn't even get, and then tell me I have to wait till it goes in limbo before you could basically send me another one or it's lost. That'd be like 2 weeks later, you know? So I was like, no, you're going to refund me or you're going to send another one. So they sent another one. So this gets funnier. So basically, the next day I get an email telling me that, hey, where do you want this package directed? And then basically it was the one right here, the first one. And I just had them directed to UPS. I picked the store, I picked it up, and the next day I woke up and it was on my porch, the other one. You know, and then the situation gets even funnier because, I know it's a long story, but I'm trying to make it short as I can. I end up not being satisfied with that monitor, and I wanted this monitor from the get-go, so I was going to be a nice person and return the other monitor, which is this one. So I brought both monitors. I had 2 of these at the time. Bring it up to the store to get it for this one, because this one went on sale, and basically, this one did not show up in their computer, and I was like, I had it on the counter, I was like, no, fuck that shit, it's mine. I told the guy, I grabbed it right back. I said, if this ain't showing up in your computer, I said, I was going to be nice and return it, but I'm not just giving it, like, I'm thinking, like, I'm not just giving it to you guys for somebody to pick it up after work, because they're not going to, they have no way to check it in, it's not even in the computer no more. So I returned, the other one was open, and ended up getting this one, added a little bit of money, got this one, and I got a free monitor of the bunch. But, you know, look at all the shit I went through to get it, and, you know, that's just bad customer service. I'm sorry. Like, that was the worst customer service that I've ever went through in my life with anything that I could think of in my recent past. So, actually, in the long run, it turned out pretty good. It was a fucking annoying situation, especially with getting the monitor. I had some technical difficulties, but yeah, that's my video, guys. I just thought I'd share that story with you and let you know about the whole 1080p, 120 hertz situation going on with the PlayStation 5 and certain monitors not being able to do it. But another thing I want to add with Frozen, with the whole thing, he says, oh man, you probably got some people fired at Best Buy. I said, bullshit. I said, these motherfuckers, I mean, if they're doing shit like that, they deserve to get fucking fired. I mean, at my job, if I lose fucking $5, I get fucking fired, basically. I mean, like these motherfuckers are fucking screwing up warranties, lying to people. I mean, sending out shit that they claim that's going to go this place, that place. I mean, they don't know what the fuck they're doing down there. I mean, it's a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar corporation, and they're fucking, blaming everything on COVID, probably, just like every other place. But they're really running a fucking sham, it's just, and just being honest. And Frozen, funny thing with Frozen, he's one that took place in that whole fucking GameStop scam that went on, that, or the fucking racketeering scheme, where people were going around and going to fucking GameStops and getting the used games and going to the next one, and because their computer was all fucked up on prices, selling them their same games for more. and he's saying something about me. No, my shit was legitimate. This was a problem that went on with bad customer service, and I was really pissed during this. I mean, I'm being honest with you. Like, I was, as a customer, it made me never want to go back to Best Buy. But at the end of this fucking rainbow, I actually got something good, not a pile of shit like usually, I don't never have stuff like this happen to me. But yeah, another funny thing, when I returned the monitor, the GN600, the other one, not the one they gave me for free, but the other one, those motherfuckers forgot the fucking power cord. Where's the power cord? They forgot the fucking power cord, and it was kind of my fault, but I was so fucked up about this whole situation, I forgot the power cord. But that's their job to look and see if the power cord's there, And they forgot a piece, the little piece that, like the one I was talking about, the same monitor G27 GN600, that little fucking twig stand that they give you. It has a piece on the back of it that covers what connects to the monitor to the stand, like to cover it so it don't, makes it look better. I forgot that too. Like, that's understandable, but when you forget the fucking power cord, like people forget to check in the power cord, like they don't know what the fuck they're doing down there. They have no fucking clue. But yeah, guys, look forward to some streams. I will be streaming also. I want to say that too, since this video I'm redoing it, like fixing apart. I got a camera for the PS5. I heard some positives and negatives about this. I basically bought it, what you're supposed to use it for, fucking streaming. I don't know what the fuck people want to do with it. I mean, they're like, oh, it only works for streaming. Like, no shit, Sherlock. That's what it's for. They're like, what are they wanting out of stuff? It's what it's meant to do. It's meant to use for fucking streaming. Anything negative I heard about is that it don't do more than streaming. Like, I don't know what the fuck people want to do. I don't get it. You buy something for what it's for, and you usually end up liking the product. But I am really enjoying Days Gone. I actually picked this up when I had the original PS4, and then when I got the Pro, I lost my save. So now I'm playing it in 60 frames, and man, this motherfucker looks nice. I can't wait to play Ghost of Tsushima. I never got to play that. I picked up Watch Dogs for $23. Got me an extra controller. That will be talked about in my review. The controller is awesome, but it has a big negative, and we'll get to all that in my review. Other than that, I picked up Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so I will be streaming. I'll be doing UFC streams. I plan on streaming, guys. I really do. I love streaming. I think it's fun, and I haven't been into my story games in a while. I've been getting into them lately. I've been playing, like I said, Days Gone. It's just awesome. I'm glad I saved a lot of exclusives, like, from last generation that I didn't get around to playing because I was so sucked into playing, PUBG and UFC. So I got a lot to play on it. I mean, I'm enjoying the PlayStation. I love it. If you want a new console feel, because I did get the chance to mess around with the Xbox Series X. My nephew got one, which that's a very nice console too, but I didn't really get to play too many games on it. I only got to mess around with a few things on it. Basically just the interface and look at look through the menus. It's all the same shit. This is actually a new console feel. Like, you actually have a new interface. But yeah, guys, I don't know what it is. I'm running out of space on my phone. But yeah, look forward to a PlayStation 5 review. Like I said, new interface, new controller. It gives you a real new console feel, especially with what that motherfucker looks like. At first, I wasn't used to it. It's one of the biggest consoles I've ever got. You know, bigger than the Xbox VCR edition. But man, you get used to it. It's pretty cool looking. Only thing I don't like about it, the disc actually seem like they eject or they get inserted backwards. I don't know. I'm lost on it. Because I have it standing up, so it looks like when I insert them, I want to insert them the other way, but it's actually that way, and it'll tell me the disc is not working because I don't have it inserted the right way. It's weird, but look forward to my PlayStation review. It's not going to be anytime soon because I want to do some more things with the PlayStation to give you guys a decent thoughts and opinion on the, decent review on the PlayStation, and more videos to come. Thank you all for sticking around. Like I said, I appreciate it a lot. Later, YouTube.